Hello, everybody. My name is Bradley Doc, and I am here with some words. I want to say hello, everybody in the body. And I know it's a lot of you when you're one person making the video for all of them, but this video is for anyone that can relate in any way. And one thing I heard with Zender was he said, like, every time he's standing at the kitchen sink, he's just communicating with God, but like always like learning new things, kind of thing. Like you see someone just like standing for a second on, like, they're doing dishes and they're thinking of something, but it's like every time we're thinking of something, what it's about is it's pretty epic stuff. And I know it seems like in the beginning you don't appreciate it as much, a little bit, I guess because you're so used to the other crap right before, and you just need a break at that point. At least that's what happened to me. Before coming in here, I was searching. Like me personally, I was on YouTube, and I'm just spending every minute that I could. It was about the time of COVID starting, and crazy stuff out there. But and you never know where you're gonna be on it. On the distribution, it seems like God wants some of us higher up in the rows, and He wants some of us on the lower rows, where probably most of us too, and in different ways, anyways. As far as seeing stuff going down, I live in Michigan, and it's funny. Martin Zender, he said at the end of the Revelation series, and it was a thought that I'd been thinking of, and I'm like, man, Michigan, in fact, that Zender's from Ohio, so it's very close, and Michigan's known for. I'll give you guys a little bit of thing about Michigan and stuff. It seems there's so many different types of people. Michigan has had a strong representation in World War II, both from the soldiers and the factories, and and other wars after that, especially. A lot has come out of Michigan. A lot of I think really all the war stuff was made in Michigan. The bomber planes, a lot of the guns and bombs, I guess. And anyways, that's the one just part of it. But I think Enoch was from Minnesota, close enough. And I got some funny things for you guys. If you're still listening, you're in for a treat, I think. So Martin Zender, MZTV. Take a look at that logo when you get a chance. Well, guess who else is from Ohio is Logan and Jake Paul, which the thing about that is Logan Paul has this podcast, and it's called the Impulsive Podcast, and they're from Ohio again, and their thing, it literally looks exactly like the MZTV thing. I mean, like, exactly. And another thing I heard yesterday that you probably saw Zender's video today about the guy working for Marvel Comics, and I was thinking that's a thing with us in the body of Christ, especially if you've been doing this for years and stuff. I consider myself to be like an 11-hour laborer, kind of, based on what I believe with the timeline. It seems to be, which I can get into in another video anyways, but not too worried about it either way. And in a lot of ways, you kind of have to just get on with your normal life anyways, regardless of what timeline you think, because it can be a trick if you don't, and you want to be a good, you just, you don't want to feel like crap, I guess. That helps. And it is good to work. Zender said that it's in a man to work, and gives you a sense of purpose. And if you've been working before coming to the belief, you might feel like, well, what's the point? But really, it's just doing it is the point, is what I'm realizing. It's been about a year, and yeah, totally. But at the same time, it's gonna be a lot different, I think. Or it seems to be. I was at one job earlier this year, and because the whole climate's different. Everybody's different right now. But well, I guess I'm gonna probably leave it at all this. And so my name's Brad. My dad's a twin, so that helps. And also I've had a very unique sociology type life. And unfortunately, well, actually fortunately, anyways, yeah, because it was like it was like the outcast of the outcast. It was something like the one, it was like those like poverty kids kind of thing, like the poor kids, the rougher kids. Like I was basically one of them without being just like, very specific, like parents are drinking a lot or parents are doing drugs a lot, It was, instead of that, it was like my dad's a twin and my mom's a Cuban refugee, technically, and, just like, it was different in that sense, and, so, yeah, became very beneficial to me, Life is so unique, take a look at your fingerprint sometime and realize that of course everybody has a different one, but also that most people, if you just ask them like regularly, they don't really believe that they're that unique. Of 1 in 8 billion, or in ever existence, and and it makes sense. That's what Saint, I guess, tries to do, is try to get you in monotony and trying to act like you're not different, but everybody's different, so, and try to make a system and a rule, and we'll do it. And it's, here's a question. What's the joke? Why was 6 afraid of 7? Right? So, 6 is the number of humanity, and 7 is the number of perfection, and humanity can get so close. Like, you look around, you see all the snowflakes all being different, you see all these epic things you can build and make, and you're like, wow, this is epic. And I think the reason 6 can't be 7 is because when you're doing it, I think maybe when these people are doing it, they never thought that God's the one doing it through them, per se, and so it was more like what you can do for God. But it's like, well, if God's doing it through you, funny inside joke. It's always easy. I was on Laughing Gas like earlier this year in Dentist, and when I, definitely had a lot of this and already this information stuff, and it's just so trippy. The effect of Laughing Gas is like all the audio gets changed, and like it's like almost like you hear the same thing a bunch of times over as it's happening, and it's just like this like weird, like, I think almost like a tunnel of sorts, but like at the time it was like I just couldn't stop laughing because the fact of like there's all of this, like you can't even wrap your hand around it, and I just thought it was so funny how this is all God and how this is all Christ, and it's like how can I imagine it without being it? It's so crazy. Yeah, but I guess this is a faith thing, and yeah, it's a thing of faith. And what Zender said the other day was really eye-opening about the talking about the difference between things that once you understand the thing, you don't need faith anymore because you understand it. But and so like kind of, it's like I felt this like urgency to like I had this thought of like, I'm like, oh, but wait a second, it's the snatching away. That's the thing you'll always need faith for, because, and that's what I've been going through. It's like, I watched the Revelation series last month, and I've learned all this stuff, but like that I now understand, and but then it's like this weird feeling every day, and I realize it's because the snatching away is always a thing of faith until it happens, and and so you just gotta, and when a continual expectation doesn't mean like you invest every part of yourself into it, in every moment. Although, it's a continual expectation that always comes back around and it helps you when you need it. And, God's good how He works. Like how it's all figured out. And, but yeah. And so, that's that. I appreciate seeing you guys. I look forward to making more videos. If you guys are interested in any types of videos, I know, let's say, like the Revelation series. I just watched that last month. I know even before becoming a believer, I know so much about all these different herbs and all this. Like, I've gotten to the point where I can like identify every single, and this is like, anyway, Big Ben developed, but I can like identify what, like if I eat something that's high calcium, I know it's high calcium, and it's because it's a combination of looking them up and having the internet to look them all up and doing it objectively and completely by myself and with a good mind, because my grandpa on my mom's side, he knew 9 languages, and before he passed, before I was born, but so I got really smart mind. I got a Cuban brain, so we crazy. And yeah, again, it's the distribution is thing that's been big for me. At least I can see, cause like my dad's a twin. That's at least 1 in 1,000. My mom being Cuban refugee. The fact that they got together because he noticed something in her. At least, and even the fact that she was even there, he was a maintenance man at this place, at a co-op place with all these townhouses and stuff, and it's crazy. I can think of all the details of their lives. My dad being in the Navy and sleeping with at least 100 hookers, all that, and having a goal of in his head to do every drug at least once, and really just like figure things out. And so like those were, and then his life has been about establishing financially, because he always grew up poor and stuff like that, and he made it happen. And so, and then also he got into computers in the late 90s, like right when it was coming out, and he became a programmer and has been about computers his whole life now. And so I guess there's like those little building blocks, but and it just all came together to form at least this moment, at least every moment in the future. I can't, how you can like look at a moment, you can compare it to any other moment in your life. That's a good tip sometimes. But yeah, all right, guys. Hope you guys can chill, and yeah, I got other stuff whenever you guys are ready. So thank you for listening if you listened, and look forward to getting back to you guys. Peace.